Good evening and welcome to our orchestra back to school night. My name is Jonathan Chen and I'm the orchestra director at Roland Unified. And if you take a quick look at the screen, you'll see all the different periods that I currently teach. Quick introduction about me. I'm the RSC director of orchestras. I am also the director of the RUSD Chamber Orchestra. So if you have a student that has been taking private lessons for a few years and are interested in something more challenging, then I highly recommend them to audition for our chamber orchestra this year. This is the start of my 6th year with Roland Unified, and I'm very passionate about music and connecting with my students. Goals. So I want to create an environment for our students where they feel safe at home and it's okay for them to make mistakes because we're all learning how to get better at our instruments. I want students to be creative and pursue their passion and interest in my class. And I want to create a memorable experience for students depending on, even if it's online, I still want to give them that experience if possible. And even though this year, due to the pandemic, we're not able to go on field trips and we're not able to perform in a normal concert setting, I also like for them to perform through our virtual concert. And if you access our slides, you can actually see the virtual concert that we did in May and see what that kind of looks like so you can get an idea. Expectations. So my expectation is that our students are signing in on Zoom and that they are going to participate during our Zoom sessions and also practicing at home. Students should be completing their Google Classroom assignments in a timely manner. I do accept late assignments this year because of how difficult it is for everyone, but hopefully students can try to submit assignments at the right time so that I can give them updated grades. Grades will be updated every Wednesday, so if you notice that during the week your child's grade has been updated, just wait for Wednesday and then that's when I'll update. Students will grow as both musicians and individuals throughout this year and have fun making music together. Homework. Students should be practicing instruments for at least 30 minutes every single day. I will be using Google Classroom as the main way to make announcements to our students. So if they check Google Classroom, they'll find announcements, and I will also post assignments there as well. And Clever is a new website that we're using this year. Clever has a lot of resources that they will need for this class. And so if they log into Clever, basically all the resources they need will be available there. Student success. So if students participate in our Zoom or synchronous sessions, you're going to hear the two words synchronous and asynchronous a lot. Synchronous is pretty much just whenever we're all online at the same time, so via Zoom. And asynchronous is pretty much any time that we assign students homework and assignments and projects for them to do on their own time. If students have any questions, I would highly encourage them to reach out to me or any other students for help. If they are learning a new instrument, it is very difficult and challenging in the very beginning. And so if they show determination and grit, then that's going to be something that helps get them through that hump in the beginning. Parent involvement is very crucial for music. If you show that you are actively involved in your students' music journey and you constantly check with them, see like, hey, how's it going? Can you play me something new? Or like, what are you currently working on? Just showing interest and kind of reminding them, hey, I didn't hear you practice today. Like, when are you going to practice today? Just kind of, checking with them, and that's going to help guide them along their journey. And then making sure that they practice every day. That's going to be super important. We have some additional information. Please consider joining our orchestra parent booster. So our parents are very involved in orchestra, and our parent booster specifically helps raise funds and also helps me create a better orchestra experience for all of our students. And so if we have more parents involved, then there's more things that we're able to do as a music group. I have included information here on our parent booster. And then we also have our calendar events. So if you click these links, all of these links will take you to the correct destination. And so you can see our first concert is coming up on October 31st, so Halloween. And then all of our concerts will be on our YouTube music channel. So if you click RUSD Music, that's going to take you directly to our RUSD Music channel. And here is actually where you can see our virtual string showcase that we did in May. And you can watch that at your own leisure. Then let's go back. Next, we have our orchestra daily schedule. So if I found that if we have a schedule from day to day, then students kind of know what to expect, and it's easier for them to be prepared. So depending on which school or which orchestra your student is in, you can click on the left hand side, and then I've broken it down by day. So we have for example, for Roland, they have their 30-minute synchronous learning on Mondays, and it will be group rehearsal, and then for the remaining 30 minutes they can work on any of the below. My goal is to limit how much time we're on Zoom, because I know students are constantly on Zoom throughout the entire day. Even for me, like my eyes start hurting by the end of the day, my back starts hurting. So the less time we can spend on Zoom, the better. Obviously, depending on the situation, we might need a little bit more time, a little bit less time. But I'm trying to shoot for around 30 minutes for each Zoom session. And finally, we have our orchestra Zoom schedule here. So this is all in one place. So if you are no matter what school you're at, this is the schedule that we're going to be using. And our Zoom links are actually embedded within each one. So let's say you are in the Oswald Orchestra on Monday. When it's almost time, you just directly click on here. And when you click on this link, it will directly open up the Zoom on your child's laptop, and you'll be ready to go. So you don't have to go look for the Zoom link for any of our classes. And then on Wednesday, because we have our student online learning day, I have specific office hours. And if students need additional help, if they want to reach out, if they get stuck somewhere and they need additional help, then they can click here on this link. And this will actually take them to my appointment. And that is a good way for them to check in with me and basically set up a meeting. So it can be 5 minutes if they just want to quickly check in, 10 minutes, 15, up to 30 minutes if they need that time. All right. And last but not least, feel free to contact me. You can contact me either via email, you can set up an appointment with me in Appointlet, or you can private message me using Parent Square. I believe Parent Square is going to be very useful this year because I will be sending out a lot of information to parents through Parent Square. And then parents, if you have any questions or clarifications, just use Parent Square. And then I will get a direct message that only I can see. And that way we can stay in touch. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free, as I said, to reach out. And I hope that you and your child enjoys orchestra this year. Thank you.